The man from the window is back again, this time hunting the unfortunate rabbit family once again after several years. Mama Rabbit, who had the unfortunate experience dealing with this entity once before, has to face him yet again, this time having to protect her granddaughter Audrey, the daughter of his grown-up son, Junior. Keep in mind that this video will have spoilers, and with that in mind, let's begin. In the last video I made about the man from the window, I theorized that he is an entity that used to have a family of his own, but due to a tragedy, he lost them, leading to him losing his own life, stuck in between the real life and the real world, roaming absent-mindedly, trying to look for his lost family. It seems as if he has somehow lost his memories after losing his life, not even remembering what he looks for and what he is anymore, just being a shadow of what he used to be, unknowingly roaming around to find someone or something. That's why he usually targets households which have a single mother with a child, as they share some sort of semblance to his own family he once had, a wife and a child. He lingers for some time exploring the targeted house, but after some short few minutes of not finding anyone, he leaves, as he believes if the targeted house included the people he was looking for, they would surely make themselves appear so they would be reunited. Now keep in mind that this is my own personal theory, and the backstory of Man from the Window could be drastically different. The original game revolves around a single mother family, Mama Rabbit and her son Junior, whom she worked very hard for to support and give a fighting chance to survive in this cruel life. Unfortunately for them, they accidentally become the new target of the wandering and lost man from the window, whom they narrowly survive, with Mama Rabbit outsmarting him. This time around, which seems to be several years after the first encounter they had with this terrifying entity, Junior has grown up, having a job of his own now, working hard to support his own daughter, Audrey, having been influenced from a hardworking mother who showed him the right way. Mama Rabbit, also known by her name, Diane Rabbit, has now retired after working 38 years for Bartleby's Bakery, depicting her hard-working ethic, allowing her and her son save up enough money to move to a better area, being able to afford better things. Unfortunately for them, after the traumatizing event of the first game, the man from the window comes back, hunting them, this time jeopardizing the safety of Diane Rabbit and her granddaughter, Audrey. Diane Rabbit, also known as Mama Rabbit from the first game, has finally retired from working day and night supporting her family, Junior, her son, and Audrey, her granddaughter. Now Junior has grown up, learning from his idol, his mother, being a hard worker himself to afford for his daughter. The short respite is not long-lived, however, as the terrifying man from the window reappears again to hunt and torment them again. After hearing knocks on their door, Diane Rabbit finds the book the man from the window left at the front, depicting how he is back again to finish what he started.
Time will pass, the seasons may change, but still the man continues to play his twisted game. For the simplest request is ever wanted, in his unending search these dark streets he has hunted.
This reveals that the man is in search for a family or for someone or people he has lost the memory of, acting on habit and instinct, being a monster now, hunting and tormenting uninvolved people, mixing them up with his own family he once had. Planning to find out how to face the man from the window this time around in order to survive, Mama Rabbit notices the last important pages of the book have been ripped out. It seems as if the man from the window ripped them out intentionally so that he wouldn't give his victims a fighting chance against them. Mama Rabbit quickly sets off to find the ripped out pages before the man from the window appears in the short time she has been given in order to figure out where she needs to hide, as she only has a few precious minutes before the man from the window appears after knocking sounds are heard. Reading the sad yet scary rhyming notes in the book, she learns how the man from the window is extremely lonely and his entire parade of hunting and tormenting households is to find some company. After relentless efforts of trying to battle the man from the window once more, this time around patiently trying to educate and train Audrey to be ready for this horrifying entity, as it seems that he has put a mark on them, set to hunt and target their family for generations to come. Diane Rabbit fails to efficiently hide, compromising her own position, with the man from the window learning from his previous mistakes, this time around rushing to the house without any hesitations, taking Mama Rabbit within seconds. This leads to Junior coming back to the house house, unaware of the man from the window being back again, noticing his daughter Audrey has crouched down hugging her niece timidly and in fear, depicting how her grandma's kidnapping was extremely traumatizing for her. This unfortunately results in the mama rabbit's disappearance having an undefined fate, possibly being trapped with the lonely man from the window in the limbo to suffer for eternity. Someone who just was about to relax after working very hard for 38 years. On top of that, Audrey witnessed the entire terrifying event, leaving her scarred and traumatized, always paranoid and afraid that one day she will have to face this entity herself, unsure of how she would react then. In another sad turn of events, if Audrey is found this time around, she gets taken very quickly despite Mama Rabbit's efforts to save her. Simply, no one would be able to ever face the man from the window and survive, and when he has his eyes set on a friend, nothing could come in between him and the new friend. This unfortunately leaves Mama Rabbit with a huge guilt, never being able to forgive herself for losing her granddaughter, someone she had sworn to protect, especially as she was left under her care from her son, Junior. With Audrey gone, Mama Rabbit always blames herself for her kidnapping, and Junior, despite not bringing it to words, saying how he truly feels about his daughter being kidnapped, he wonders what would happen if he was in the house instead of Diane. Despite never being blamed by Junior for Audrey's disappearance, Diane fully knows and never forgives herself, feeling embarrassed and ashamed in front of her son for not being able to protect Audrey, the only daughter of Junior, someone who was under her care as Junior was at work trying to make ends meet. In the good ending, if Mama Rabbit manages to successfully hide herself and Audrey, the man from the window checks only a few places and quickly leaves, giving up on the search as he has the twisted belief that whoever he hunts must want to be with him, not having the understanding that the people he targets do not want anything to do with him and are absolutely terrified of him. As soon as he leaves, more knocks are heard, which terrifies Audrey, who quickly hides, using her wits and quick thinking, depicting how she has learned how to protect herself. Fortunately, this time around, the knocks are only from food delivery, with both Mama Rabbit and Audrey surviving, at least this time around, until the man from the window is back yet again to hunt them. Reading the book, it's further revealed how the man from the window is a lonely entity who is in search for company to fill the eternal void. It's not clear what happens to the people he takes with him, but they never reappear again and are gone forever. According to my own theory, it appears that this entity possesses some supernatural powers, being able to quickly take someone with them against their will, with no one ever being able to stand against his way. It seems as if the people he takes with him also go to the realm he roams in, a place in and out of afterlife and the real world, a terrifying limbo where he is stuck in as he hasn't decided to move on yet, wanting to look for his tragically lost family, having now forgotten who they once were, acting completely on instinct now, just looking, wanting to fill the void, not to be lonely. Only thing is that he doesn't realize the misery and pain he inflicts on people, taking their loved ones from them. After all, it seems that the man from the window, once a family man, loving and caring, has now lost his humanity, being a horrible shadow of what he used to be, an entity who instills fear in the hearts of anyone who reads about him, let alone being unlucky enough to face him. And that's about it for this video, folks, a much needed sequel to the first original game. However, I wish that there was a little bit more to the backstory of the man from the window, not just leaving us to our own devices to theorize on it. Anyway, folks, if you enjoyed this video, you can stay tuned for more by hitting on the subscribe button and the notification bell. It's been your host Dar, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care.